Aaron had learned one rule of space very early in his life. If you were human, nothing came easy. The galaxy was big, bright, and full of powerful alien races. Some were tall and strong. Some were ancient and wise. Some had technology so advanced that humans could only stare and guess how it worked. Humans, on the other hand, were known for something else. They survived. Aaron stood in the middle of a floating scrap market at the edge of known space. Old ships, broken engines, and dead machines drifted slowly around him. Neon signs blinked in strange alien letters. The air smelled of oil, burned metal, and ozone. This place was called Black Drift Market. It was where things ended up when no one wanted them anymore. Aaron adjusted his worn jacket and looked at the ship floating in front of him. It was bad. The hull was scratched and dark. Parts of the outer armor were missing. The engine vents were old and cracked. The ship's name had been burned away long ago. No paint, no shine, no beauty. A bare-bones ship. The alien seller, a tall blue-skinned creature with 4 eyes, laughed loudly. "You really want that one?" the alien asked. "It barely flies." Other aliens nearby turned to look. Some clicked their jaws, some made soft, laughing sounds. A few pointed at Aaron. "A human. Buying junk. Again." Aaron nodded calmly. "Does it move?" The alien blinked. "Yes, sometimes." "Does it jump?" Aaron asked. "With enough power," the alien said, "but I wouldn't trust it." Aaron smiled faintly. "That's enough." The alien shook his head. "Humans are strange. You could buy something better." Aaron looked around the market. Better ships were guarded, shiny, expensive, owned by people who had power. He didn't. "This is what I can afford," Aaron said. The alien shrugged and named the price. "It was cheap. Too cheap." That alone should have been a warning. Minutes later, the deal was done. The alien transferred ownership and floated away, still laughing. Aaron stepped onto the docking ramp and entered his new ship. The ramp closed behind him with a heavy clang. Inside, the ship was dark. Emergency lights flickered on, one by one, filling the hallway with dull red light. The air was cold and stale, like it had not been used in years. Every step Aaron took echoed through the metal floor. He stood still and listened. Only silence. Aaron moved slowly through the ship. The walls were thin. Wires ran openly along the ceiling. Panels were missing. This ship had no comfort, no luxury. But it had space. And space meant freedom. He reached the control room and powered up the main systems. Screens came to life with old text and warning signs. Power levels were low. Life support was weak but stable. The ship groaned softly, like it was waking from a long sleep. Aaron sat down in the pilot seat and let out a slow breath. "This will do," he said quietly. Then he heard it. A sound. Very soft. At first, Aaron thought it was the ship. Old metal often made strange noises. He waited, listening carefully. The sound came again. It was not metal. It was not air. It was a cry. Aaron frowned and stood up. The sound was far away, muffled, like it was trapped behind thick walls. A child crying. His heart began to beat faster. "No," Aaron whispered. He checked the ship's scanner quickly. No life signs, empty ship, just him. The crying stopped. The silence felt heavier now. Aaron took a step toward the hallway. Then the crying returned. Louder. Clearer. It was coming from inside the ship. From the walls. Aaron's hand slowly reached for the flashlight on his belt. His mind raced. No one should be here. This ship was sold as empty. No crew, no cargo. No passengers. The sound turned into a soft sob. A child's voice shaking with fear. "Hello," Aaron called out. The crying stopped instantly. For a long moment, nothing happened. Then from deep inside the hull came a faint sound. A knock. One slow tap against metal. Aaron swallowed hard. "This ship was supposed to be empty," he said to the darkness. But the ship did not answer. The knock came again. And this time it came closer. Aaron did not move. The knock echoed once more through the metal walls, slow and weak, like someone had no strength left. His hand stayed frozen near his flashlight. His mind searched for logic for some normal reason. Old ships made noise, pipes shifted, metal expanded. But metal did not cry. Aaron took a careful breath and forced himself to think. Panic would not help. Panic never helped humans survive. He turned on the ship scanner again and walked slowly down the narrow hallway. The scanner screen glowed pale blue in his hand. "No life signs," the scanner repeated. "Empty." The crying returned, softer now, broken by small breaths. It sounded tired, scared. "Human." That was the part that frightened Aaron the most. There were no human families in this region of space. No colonies, no stations that allowed children. This sector belonged to alien trade routes, smugglers, and scavengers. Children did not belong here. Aaron placed his palm against the wall. The metal felt cold. The crying came from behind it. "Who are you?" he asked, keeping his voice calm. No answer. The ship lights flickered again, darker this time. Somewhere deep in the hull, something shifted. The crying turned into a quiet sob. Aaron followed the sound. Step by step, he moved toward the rear of the ship. His boots echoed loudly, too loudly, as if the ship wanted to announce his presence. The hallway ended near the cargo section. The scanner suddenly beeped. "One weak signal." Barely alive. Aaron stared at the screen. The signal was unstable, fading in and out, hidden behind layers of metal shielding. Someone had tried very hard to hide it. "That's not an accident," Aaron muttered. He knelt beside the wall and knocked gently. The crying stopped at once. For a moment, Aaron thought he had imagined everything. Then a small voice answered. "Help." The word was thin and broken, like it had been unused for a long time. Aaron closed his eyes for a second. Anger burned in his chest, slow and heavy. "Stay still," he said. "I'm here." He searched the wall with his flashlight and found it. A hidden seam, badly welded, covered with cheap plating. This was not part of the original ship design. It was added later. A hidden compartment. Smuggler work. Aaron pulled out a cutting tool from his belt. The blade hummed softly as it powered on. He hesitated just for a second. "What kind of people hide a child inside a ship?" he whispered. The answer was simple. The kind who didn't care if the child lived. Aaron cut through the panel slowly, careful not to hurt whoever was inside. Sparks flew and faded as the metal opened. The smell of burned steel filled the air. As the panel fell away, warm air rushed out. Inside the narrow space was darkness. Then two small eyes reflected his light. A child. A human girl. She was curled into a tight ball, wrapped in dirty cloth. Her skin was pale, her lips were dry. One arm was pressed against her chest, shaking. She looked at Aaron like he might disappear. "It's okay," Aaron said quickly, lowering the tool. "You're safe now." The girl did not move. "I won't hurt you," he added. Her voice came out as a whisper. "They said no one would hear me." Aaron felt something twist inside him. "Who said that?" he asked. The girl swallowed. "The traitors." That word settled like poison. Aaron carefully pulled the panel wider and reached out his hand, slow and open. "What's your name?" "Leah." "How long have you been in here, Leah?" She thought for a moment. "I don't know, long." "Too long." Aaron helped her out of the compartment. She was lighter than she should have been. He wrapped her in his jacket and carried her to the control room. As soon as she felt the warmth, her body trembled harder. "They were going to throw the ship away," Leah said quietly. "They said it was broken." Aaron's jaw tightened. "So they hid you inside it," he said, "and sold it." Leah nodded. The ship suddenly shook. Warning lights flashed red. A sharp alarm screamed through the control room. Aaron looked at the main screen. Multiple ships had appeared on radar. Alien patrol vessels. And they were heading straight toward him. Leah looked up at him, fear filling her eyes. "They found me." Aaron stared at the screen, then down at the child in his arms. "No," he said firmly, "they found us." And humans did not give back what they saved. The alarm did not stop. It screamed through the ship again and again, sharp and angry, as if the old vessel itself was afraid. Red lights flashed across the control room, painting everything in warning colors. Aaron shut the alarm down with a quick motion. Silence returned, heavy and tense. He stared at the radar screen. 3 alien patrol ships were closing in fast. Their shapes were sharp and clean, nothing like his broken ship, military grade, well armed. Leah clutched his jacket. "They will take me," she whispered. Aaron crouched in front of her and met her eyes. "No, not today." He moved fast now. Fear was still there, but it had turned into focus. Humans were good at that. When everything went wrong, they adapted. "Sit here," he said, placing her gently in the pilot's seat. "Don't touch anything." He opened a storage locker and pulled out an old med pack. Most of it was expired, but some things still worked. He cleaned her arm, wrapped it, and gave her a small water tube. "Drink slowly," he said. She obeyed. The ship shook again as the patrol ships moved closer. A warning message appeared on the main screen in alien symbols. Then it shifted to broken human language. "Unregistered vessel. Power down, open all compartments." Aaron laughed quietly. There was no humor in it. "They already know," he said. Leah looked confused. "Know what?" Aaron glanced at the sealed wall panel behind them. The hidden compartment was not normal smuggler work. It had shielding, layered metal, and signal dampeners. "Too advanced." "They didn't just hide you," he said slowly. "They hid something else too." Another message came through. "Transfer the asset. You will not be harmed." Asset? They were not talking about cargo. Leah's fingers tightened around the seat. "What am I?" she asked. Aaron did not answer right away. He pulled up the ship's deep memory logs, the ones most buyers never checked. Corrupted files flashed across the screen. Old dates, deleted names. Then one file opened. A research marker. A project code. LIA-7. Aaron's breathing slowed. "You're human," he said finally, "but not only human." Leah shook her head. "I don't understand." Aaron rubbed his face. He hated this part of space, the part where people became tools. "They were studying you," he said, "testing you." "For what?" Aaron replayed one broken file. A short video loaded. It showed Leah younger sitting in a white room. Lights floated around her. Screens reacted when she spoke. Systems turned on without touch. Leah stared at the screen. "I can hear machines," she said softly. "I thought everyone could." Aaron felt a cold wave run through him. She was an interface. A living key. Something humans were never supposed to become. The ship rocked hard as a warning shot hit nearby space. "Final warning, comply." Aaron closed the file and shut the screen off. "They will never stop hunting you," he said, "because you are rare." Leah's voice trembled. "I don't want this." "I know," Aaron said. He stood and walked to the engine controls. His ship was slow, weak, and damaged. He could not outrun military ships. But humans did not always run. He opened power routing and smiled grimly. "What are you doing?" Leah asked. "Making them underestimate us," he replied. He dumped power from comfort systems, lights, and shields, pushing everything into the engine core. The ship groaned in protest. Outside, the patrol ships moved into attack position. Aaron opened the external channel. "This ship is empty," he said calmly. "No asset here." The alien commander responded instantly. "You are lying." Aaron leaned back in the chair. "Humans do that sometimes." He slammed the engine override. The ship lurched forward suddenly, moving in a way no proper ship should. Not fast, but wrong, unstable, dangerous. Leah gasped. "That's not safe," she said. "No," Aaron agreed, "but it's human." The patrol ships hesitated. Their scanners struggled. Leah felt it then, a strange pressure in her head. "Their systems are confused," she whispered. Aaron looked at her. "You're doing that?" She nodded slowly. "They can't see us," she said. "I can make them blind." The ship burst forward into a debris field, vanishing from clean space. Behind them, the alien ships fired wildly. And for the first time, the hunters had lost sight of their prize. The ship shook violently as it flew into the debris field. Broken metal, frozen engines, and dead satellites spun slowly in the dark. Even with low speed, one wrong move could tear Aaron's ship apart. Warning lights flashed again, screaming about hull stress and engine strain. Aaron ignored them. He kept both hands steady on the controls, eyes locked forward. Behind them, bright flashes cut through space. The alien patrol ships were firing blindly, their weapons lighting up the debris like sudden stars. "They are still shooting," Leah said softly. "They always do," Aaron replied. "They don't like losing control." The ship scraped past a twisted metal frame. Sparks flew across the cockpit window. The old hull groaned, but it held. Aaron glanced at the scanner. The patrol ships were slowing. Their clean systems struggled to track movement in the broken field. "They're careful," Aaron said. "That's their weakness." Leah looked at him. "Weakness." "They rely on perfect systems," he explained. "We rely on trying anyway." The ship's power dropped suddenly. The engine coughed. Leah's eyes widened. "We're losing power." "I know." Aaron quickly opened manual controls and rerouted energy from the shield coils into the thrusters. The lights dimmed until the cockpit was almost dark. Outside, one of the patrol ships clipped a piece of debris. Its shield flared, then failed. The ship spun out of formation. "They're slowing," Leah said, her voice filled with surprise. "Good," Aaron said. "Now they're scared." A message broke through the static. "Human vessel, stop. You cannot escape." Aaron opened the channel. "We're not escaping," he said calmly. "We're choosing." The alien commander paused. "CHOOSING what?" Aaron did not answer. Instead, he turned the ship sharply and flew deeper into the debris field. Leah grabbed the seat. "That's the worst path." "Yes," Aaron said, "which is why they won't follow." The debris grew thicker. Navigation systems failed completely. Aaron switched everything to visual control. No help from computers, just hands, eyes, and instinct. "Human tools." The patrol ship slowed to a stop at the edge of the field. "They stopped," Leah said. "They don't trust chaos," Aaron replied. The ship drifted into a hollow space surrounded by wreckage. Aaron cut the engine. Silence. Only their breathing filled the cockpit. Leah looked at him. "What now?" Aaron leaned back and closed his eyes for a moment. "Now we stop running." Almost on cue, a shadow moved beyond the debris. A larger ship appeared. Not a patrol craft. A warship. Dark, massive, and silent. Leah felt it before she saw it. "That one, it's different," she whispered. Aaron stared at the scanner. One signal, heavy weapons, command class. "They sent the real hunter," he said. The warship opened a channel. Its voice was slow and cold. "Human, you have something that does not belong to you." Aaron folded his arms. "Funny, humans hear that a lot." "The child is not a child. She is property." Leah flinched. Aaron's eyes hardened. "No," he said, "she's a person." The warship moved closer. The debris around it was pushed aside by strong shields. "You are OUTMATCHD." Aaron nodded, "Yes." "Then surrender." Aaron looked at Leah. She was shaking, but she met his eyes. "I don't want to go back," she said. "You won't," Aaron replied. He turned back to the channel. "Humans don't run forever," he said. "Sometimes we dig in." He powered the ship's external emitters. "What are you doing?" Leah asked. "Making noise," Aaron said. He broadcasted a wide signal, old human code, long-range, raw, and inefficient. A call for help sent into the dark. The warship noticed. "No one will answer. Humans are weak." Aaron smiled slightly. "We know." The warship charged its weapons. Leah felt something rise inside her again. The machines around her hummed softly. "They're locking on," she said. "I know," Aaron said. "Do what you did before." Leah closed her eyes. The warship systems flickered. Just for a second. Enough. Aaron slammed the thrusters and launched straight toward the enemy ship. Leah screamed, "That's insane." Aaron laughed once, sharp and fearless. "That's human." The ship raced forward, weapons charging, alarms blaring. And in that moment, the hunters realized something too late. Humans did not survive by running. They survived by standing their ground. The distance between the two ships vanished in seconds. Alarms screamed as Aaron's barebones ship rushed straight at the massive alien warship. The enemy vessel was huge, clean, and perfect. Its armor shined under the cold light of space. Every system worked exactly as designed. Aaron's ship was the opposite. It rattled, shook, and protested with every meter it crossed. Wires sparked behind open panels. Power levels jumped up and down without warning. Leah gripped the seat with white knuckles. "They will destroy us," she said. "Maybe," Aaron replied calmly, "but not how they expect." The alien warship fired first. A bright energy beam cut through space, wide and deadly. Aaron pulled the controls hard to the side. The beam passed so close that the cockpit shook from the heat. "That should not have worked," Leah whispered. Aaron smiled. They aimed where a normal ship would go. He pushed the engine beyond safe limits. The ship lurched forward at an odd angle, spinning slightly, moving in short, broken bursts. The warship hesitated. Its systems struggled to predict the movement. "Why are they slow?" Leah asked. "Because they trust math," Aaron said. "We trust instinct." The warship fired again, missed again. The enemy commander opened a channel, his voice sharp with anger. "Stop this, you cannot win." Aaron opened the channel back. "We're not trying to win." He cut the signal. The distance closed. Too close. The warship's turrets could not turn fast enough. Its shields were strong, but designed for long-range combat, not close chaos. "Now," Aaron said. Leah closed her eyes. The machines around them hummed louder, deeper. Lights flickered across the cockpit. The enemy warship's shield wavered. "It's fighting me," Leah said, her voice strained. "I know," Aaron replied. "Push." The shield collapsed for half a second. That was enough. Aaron fired everything he had. Old mining charges, scrap missiles, even loose metal launched by magnetic force. It was not elegant. It was effective. Explosions bloomed across the warship's surface. Not fatal damage, but painful, disrupting, confusing. The alien commander roared through the channel. "This is not logical." Aaron laughed. "That's the problem." The warship pulled back, shields flaring again. Smaller defense drones poured out, fast and sharp. "They're adapting," Leah said. "So do we." Aaron cut power to the main engine. The ship went dark. Complete silence. Leah's eyes widened. "What are you doing?" "Trust me." The drones flew past, scanning empty space. No power, no signal, no target. The warship hesitated again. That hesitation cost them. Aaron restored power suddenly and slammed the thrusters, sliding the ship beneath the warship's main hull. They were inside its blind zone. Leah gasped, "They can't see us." "No," Aaron said, "and that scares them." He transmitted another message, this time on an open band. "This is a human vessel," Aaron said. "You took one of ours, that was your mistake." The warship answered with silence. Then its weapons powered down. Leah felt it. "They're afraid," she said softly. Aaron nodded. "They should be." The warship slowly backed away, careful, watching every move. It did not fire again. The patrol ships returned to formation, keeping their distance. "They're leaving," Leah said. "For now," Aaron replied. The warship's final message came through, cold and sharp. "Humans are unstable, unpredictable." Aaron smiled. "Yes," he said, "that's how we're still here." The enemy ships jumped away, disappearing into folded space. Silence returned. The cockpit lights stabilized. The ship stopped shaking. For the first time since the market, Aaron relaxed his grip on the controls. Leah let out a shaky breath. "Why did they stop?" she asked. Aaron looked at the stars outside the window. "Because they learned something," he said. "What?" "That humans don't fight to control," Aaron replied. "We fight to protect." Leah leaned back in the seat, exhausted but safe. Somewhere far away, Alien commanders would write reports, adjust rules, and update warnings. And under one heading, a simple truth would be added. Avoid humans, they do not behave as expected. The ship drifted quietly after the battle. Burn marks covered the hull, systems flickered, tired but alive. Aaron leaned back in the pilot's seat, breathing slowly, feeling every ache in his arms and chest. Winning was never clean for humans, it always cost something. Leah sat beside him, silent. The stars outside looked calm again, but Aaron knew better. Calm in space never lasted. Then the warning light came back on. A deep, slow tone echoed through the cockpit. Leah looked at the screen. That's not the patrol ships. Aaron's eyes narrowed. One signal appeared, large, heavy, far bigger than the warship they had just faced. A command carrier. Someone important noticed us, Aaron said. The ship opened a channel without asking. The voice that came through was different, old, controlled, confident. Human, this does not need to end badly. Aaron crossed his arms. Funny, that's usually how it starts. The voice continued. Return the girl. You will be allowed to leave. Leah's body went stiff. Aaron did not look at her. He already knew the answer. She's not for sale, he said. You cannot protect her forever. Aaron leaned forward. Watch me try. The carrier moved closer. Smaller ships formed a wide circle around Aaron's ship, blocking every path. Leah whispered, we can't fight that. I know. Aaron shut off the channel and turned to her. Listen to me. Whatever happens, you stay behind me. She nodded, eyes shining. They'll never stop, she said. Will they? No, Aaron replied. People like that never do. The channel opened again. Final offer, your life for hers. The words hit hard. Leah's breath caught. Aaron. He raised a hand gently. It's okay. He stood and walked to the center of the cockpit. His ship was broken, outnumbered, outgunned. But he was human. Aaron opened the ship's core controls. What are you doing? Leah asked, fear in her voice. Making sure they don't get you, he said. He began unlocking safety limits one by one. Core temperature rising. Power unstable. The ship groaned like a living thing. The alien commander noticed. You are PREPRING, a destructive action. Yes, Aaron said. This is illogical. Aaron smiled sadly. No, this is human. Leah grabbed his arm. You'll die. Aaron looked at her, really looked at her. Small, brave, still alive. Some things are worth it, he said quietly. He knelt in front of her. I promised you. Leah's eyes filled with tears. I don't want you to die. Aaron placed a hand on her head. I don't want you to be alone. The countdown appeared on the screen. Core overload in 3 minutes. The alien carrier pulled back slightly. Stop, this action will destroy you and the asset. Aaron did not answer. Instead, he opened a final transmission on an old emergency band. Weak, slow, human. This is Aaron, he said. Human civilian ship requesting aid. The carrier fired a warning shot. Time ticked down. 2 minutes. Leah felt the machines around her screaming. The ship systems vibrated with raw energy. They're scared, she whispered. They should be, Aaron said. The alien commander spoke again, voice sharp. We will remember this. One day, Aaron replied, so will you. 1 minute. The ship shook violently, heat filled the air. Leah grabbed Aaron's hand. I'm glad you found me. Aaron squeezed back. I'm glad I bought a cheap ship. 30 seconds. Then, a new signal appeared. Then another. Then many. Human signals. The cockpit filled with new lights. Leah gasped. They answered. Aaron looked at the screen. Human ships. Real ones. Fast, armed, angry. The alien carrier froze. Aaron laughed, breathless. Told you. 10 seconds. The carrier jumped away. Aaron slammed the shutdown command. The countdown stopped. Silence returned. Leah collapsed into the seat, crying softly. Aaron exhaled slowly. A promise had been kept. The silence after the shutdown felt unreal. Aaron's ship drifted between the stars, damaged but alive. Warning lights blinked softly now, no longer screaming. The core temperature dropped slowly, like a heart calming after a long run. Leah sat quietly, still holding onto the seat. Her hands were shaking, but her breathing was steady. She was alive, that was enough. Outside the cockpit window, human ships moved into position. They were not pretty. They were not perfect. But they were human. Their hulls were thick, patched, and scarred. Different models, different sizes, some clearly civilian ships with weapons added later. They formed a wide shield around Aaron's small vessel. A message came through. "This is Captain Reyes of the Human Free Fleet," the voice said. "Unknown human ship, you are protected." Aaron let out a long breath he did not know he was holding. "About time," he muttered. He opened the channel. "This is Aaron, civilian trader. We have a child on board." There was a pause, then the voice softened. "We see her," Captain Reyes said, "and we're not going anywhere." Leah looked at Aaron with wide eyes. "They came for us." "They always do," Aaron replied. The human fleet moved closer. Medical ships and escort vessels took position. Scanners swept the area, watching for any returning threats. The alien carrier did not come back. It had learned. Inside the cockpit, a medic team arrived through the docking tunnel. They moved fast but gentle, wrapping Leah in a thermal blanket and checking her vitals. "She's been through a lot," one medic said quietly, "but she's strong." Leah looked at Aaron as they worked. "You're staying, right?" Aaron smiled. "I'm not going anywhere." Later, when the danger had passed, Aaron stood alone near the viewport. Stars drifted slowly by, silent and endless. Captain Reyes appeared beside him on the screen. "You caused a problem," she said. Aaron nodded. "I do that." She smiled slightly. "You also sent a message." "What message?" She looked out into space. "That humans still care." News traveled fast. Within days, reports spread through trade lanes and alien councils. A human trader had defied a command carrier. A human child had been taken and protected. A human fleet had answered a weak, outdated call. The story changed how others spoke about humans. Not strong, not rich, but dangerous when pushed. Leah recovered slowly on a human station. She laughed more each day. The machines around her still responded to her thoughts, but now she was learning control, choice, and rest. She was no longer an asset. She was a child. One evening, she sat beside Aaron, watching ships come and go. "Why did you do it?" she asked. Aaron thought for a moment. "Because someone should have." She nodded, satisfied. The bare-bones ship was repaired later, not fully. Aaron kept some of the scars. He liked reminders. Before leaving the station, Captain Reyes gave him a data chip. "Open it when you're alone," she said. He did. Inside was a single line, added to a human-wide alert system. "If you hear a child crying in the dark, answer." Aaron smiled. Out in the wider galaxy, alien commanders updated their warnings. New rules were written. New fears formed. Never hide cargo in human ships. Never underestimate human traders. And never forget, humans do not measure value in credits or power. They measure it in lives saved. Aaron's ship lifted from the station and jumped into open space, stars stretching into light. Beside him, Leah slept peacefully. The galaxy was still dangerous. But tonight, humanity had answered. And that answer echoed far beyond the stars.